Hello and welcome to Talking Manny. I'm Benny.
And I'm Dan.
Each week we'll be looking at the issues impacting students' mental health and well-being.
We'll be talking to experts, talking about our own feelings and doing things that just keep us going.
To start the show, let's have a look at what we've had going on this week. And Dan, it's been a busy week, hasn't it?
It's been a busy week. I've had a lot going on. I've forgotten even what day it is at times.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, it's what, week 5 of uni?
Only week 5. It feels like we've been here for weeks and weeks and weeks.
It does, doesn't it? It feels like we've been going for months. And I think we have to remember that it's only week 5. So we're still kind of getting into the adjustment of dealing with uni after that long summer break. I think it's a massive shock to the system. And obviously, I've just done first year, gone into second year. You've gone into third year.
Second into third. I don't know about you as well. I'm quite a home bird. So it takes me a while to adapt back to being into uni. But this time, I feel like I just got thrown into it straight away. So what sort of stresses have you had that might be relatable to people watching?
Well, I think I've got 3,500 words of essay to write in the
not
next...
the essays.
13 days, I think, with the first essay due in next Friday. And I've got to be honest, you know, it's all about being real on this programme. I have done probably about 50 words of this 1,500
You've done a lot
essay.
more than me. I've got a 1,500 word essay due pretty soon, and I've done 0.
Yeah, no, it's hard, isn't it?
It
really is hard.
It's hard to get the balance, but I think that's what we have to reassure people on this show, that there is a balance, and it's about getting your mental health right and also keeping on top with stuff, but not feeling too stressed if you don't.
I think it's especially hard for us on media courses and journalism. We're both journalists.
It's very full on.
Because, of course, you have to do all of that work that you do on your course, but when it comes to journalism, it's all about kind of building that portfolio, you know, constantly updating your article writing, presenting TV shows, radio shows, building that big portfolio up. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to do in addition to the coursework, and then sometimes that can take over your life, and then all of a sudden you're not actually doing the work that you're paying to do.
There's a lot going on.
And
There is a lot going on.
That's a bit of a problem. It can be hard.
Last week was World Mental Health Day, and mental health charity Mind say that running can help with managing stress, improving your mood and confidence, and managing symptoms of depression and anxiety.
Well, running. We like a bit of running, don't we, Dan?
I was a keen runner. August, I think I never ran so much in my life. The minute I came back to uni, I didn't run at all.
But how did that make you feel running over the summer?
Honestly, I noticed the effects. I genuinely do, and I think people try and buy into the fact that, running helps mental health, and sometimes they don't feel it, but I definitely feel it.
I loved running over the summer. It made me so happy, being able to run through the countryside, just absorbing all that nature and getting faster as well.
Yes.
The feeling of PBs.
You want to beat that PB on Strava.
Definitely. Running in these 5Ks in London, you know, doing a mile around the track. It's just fun, and it's also a good way to be social.
It's freeing.
I love
really
my running
freeing.
club. I do.
You love your running so much that on Sunday, you took part in the Manchester Half, didn't you?
I did. So, should we have a look at that package and see how it went?
Let's see how he got on.
So, it's Saturday night, and tomorrow is the Manchester Half Marathon. My first half marathon since February, and I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but the key to a good race is a good dinner the night before. So, of course, carb loading is very important. Getting a bit of pasta. We've got a mac and cheese dish here, which will be very nice, I'm sure. And then we've got a bit of protein as well, because that's always good. We're going to eat some meatballs, not all of them, probably have about 6. And then my friend from home, Rose, always says that the key to running well is eating good leafy green vegetables. So we've got a packet of Rocket as well on the side, and that is going to be my pre-half marathon, evening meal. Well, good morning everybody. It is the morning of the Manchester Half Marathon, and I'm stood in this kitchen and my stomach doesn't feel too good. It's full of butterflies. I feel very nervous actually. I'll just be honest, yeah, I'm feeling quite scared about this race today. I know that when I do it, it'll make me feel great, so I'm really excited at the same time, but yeah, I'll be honest, I am feeling a little bit on edge and a little bit nervous, but that's okay. It's time to fuel for the race, and so I'm going to do some scrambled eggs. Perfect amount of protein, quite a light meal, nothing too heavy, because I think you do need fuel, but you can't eat too much or you'll be having a stitch and throwing up on the touchline or the sidelines, and you definitely don't want that. So scrambled eggs it is, and then time to walk down to the start. Well, we've made it to the start. We're going to be running very shortly. Been to the toilet, so all ready to go. I'm with Izzy.
Hello!
And she's running it despite having a bit of a problem with her groin. So fingers crossed that doesn't play up. I'm sure we'll update you as the run goes. But yeah, ready to go. Yay!
Yeah.
Benny!
No.
You got this, Benny!
Ah, there we go, it's done. 2 hours, 4 minutes. Not a PB, but amazing. Amazing feeling to finish. It was really hard at the end, but we got it done. Yes! And this is what it's all about, because now I feel fantastic, and I know that I can eat for England for the rest of the day. It's fantastic. Woo!
Well done, Benny. And how nice it is to have a good pint. We've already seen Benny complete the Manchester half.
And on the topic of physical activity, walking in the countryside is just as good.
And that is exactly what we did. Earlier this week, me and Benny headed to Staley Bridge. Step 1 is half a mile to the reservoir.
So now we're away from Manchester, away from Salford, away from the city life and in the countryside. I think the best thing to do to keep us all feeling a bit sane is have a couple of hours where we just do this.
Power the phone off.
No phones,
No
just nature.
distractions, no notifications, no stress.
Yeah, just relaxing and enjoying the beautiful scenery around us.
So a good thing to do to ground yourself in the present moment for some mindfulness, especially outdoors on a walk, is to do the 5-4-3-2-1 mindfulness technique.
So we need to say 5 things that you can see, 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. So should we do this? Should we take turns as we do this? So do you want to go?
See 5 things we can see. We can see this beautiful stream behind us, the trees arching over us, the grass standing tall, the path down the road, and the gate blocking us off.
And then when it comes to what we can touch, well, we can touch the stone on the wall. And I don't know why, but stone walls really associate with me countryside. It's a bit more simplistic than, you know, brick walls. And it just feels a bit more relaxed and low key. So, I mean, it sounds stupid and a bit simple, but yeah.
It's just a good way to ground yourself in the moment, forget about anything in your head, and just put yourself in the now.
And then another thing you can touch is the leaves on the tree. Soft, feels relaxing. It's the same, you can also touch the little branches. You can even just like avoid the stingers, of course, but you know, just a bit of grass.
That would be very
it's
mindful.
just those natural things. And a lot of people I've spoken to in my time have say touching the earth, it's just something that makes you feel so much better. So, I mean, a lot of people I know will go running in bare feet just so they can soak it up.
Maybe we should try that next time.
Maybe we should. And one more thing to touch. So we touched grass, we touched the tree leaves, we touched the brick wall. If we could reach over, we could also touch the water and feel the natural spring.
Should I get you?
I think that could be dangerous. Don't think that's in the risk assessment. So then, 3 things that we can hear. Yes.
The water is a good one.
I think the quietness
I was
when
gonna
you
say.
when you kind of step away from the water, and it's just the sense of nothingness. You know, when you're in Manchester, Salford, you can hear traffic all the time. You can hear people shouting, police sirens, whatever. There's none of that here. It's just peace and tranquil. And then you've also got some walkers around. You can hear footsteps.
Stones and leaves underneath your feet.
Yeah, can feel the little sense of a ruffle. That's always nice as well.
Yeah.
And then 2 things that we can smell. What can we smell? I can definitely smell the mud that's around here. And that just reminds you that you're outdoors. I actually find the smell of mud quite comforting. What can you smell, Dan?
You can always smell like the dampness of the trees, their moisture on the leaves, especially at this time of year.
And then one thing to taste. I think just the purity of the air.
The fresh air.
I think when you're in Manchester, sometimes you can taste the pollution when you're walking about from the cars. But here, there's nothing here to, you know, make the air not pure, and it's just lovely and relaxing.
Made it to the reservoir, and I think the first thing we noticed was we just took a minute to take it all in and enjoy it and release some sort of inner happiness, I think, within us, and we just felt at ease, at peace, and no stress, and we're just taking it all in. It's beautiful.
I mean, it's just amazing how you can just see so much just by standing here. I mean, obviously, you can see all the trees in the background, the hills, the water, and I think the fact there's just so much open natural space here is what makes it, you know,
Calming. It's just very calming.
It's just calming, and this is what you need. I mean, a lot of you watching at home will probably be finding it all a bit tough at the moment. You know, deadline season is approaching. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, we're only 5 weeks into the new term. I mean, we're still adjusting to uni again, and sometimes that becomes quite a lot, and it becomes overwhelming. And I think, do you think when we came here, our brains were feeling quite clogged?
Yeah, I think we realised that it's important to take yourself out of the stress of stuff and just put yourself in a place that makes you feel a lot better. And I think we've definitely felt that already from just even a short walk. We've just already felt that we're a lot better.
And what a walk it was. How did it feel going on that walk on Tuesday afternoon?
I love a countryside walk, and I think I love living in Manchester. I love being around the cityscape, but the best thing about going home sometimes is the countryside. And realistically speaking, the drive wasn't that far really to have a break to the country. I think we really did escape to the country.
Well, that's what they say, isn't it? And I think it was, yeah, it was actually, the car journey was just as fun, wasn't it?
Katy Perry on blast.
Katy Perry on blast. And yeah, no, it was smashing.
It was great. The best part of it was no one was really around either, was it? So we could just go for our walk with our chocolate counters, milky buttons, and just have a stroll in the nature.
Yeah.
It was good. I'm glad we did it.
Get away from the hectic life of the city and just enjoy the quietness, the pureness of the countryside. And we're definitely going to have to do that again.
I think we're going to have to go pretty soon.
I think, and you know, when your mind is so clogged up, as we were saying at the start of the show, being able to just go out, relax, bit of emptiness, it can really do.
I think it did trigger our inner endorphins.
It really did.
The happiness hormone they call it. And I think that's what a walk is good for doing.
Well, that brings us to the end of the first ever episode of Talking Manny.
We'll be back soon with more ways to keep you feeling good.
Goodbye.